Good morning and welcome to the VSA Morning Miner. It's the 6th of January and I'm joined by Paul Rankin. Paul, how are you today?
I'm well, thank you. And looks like a nice sunny day outside at the moment.
Yeah, 2 in a row.
What a strange thing.
And markets seem to have picked up with a whole host of announcements today. I didn't think we'll have time to go through all of them. But yeah, certainly back to business as usual now, as far as RNSs go. Where should we start, Paul?
Well, I'll start off with some of our Shanghai Mining Club members' press releases today. First off, with the Uganda Rare Earth Explorer Ionic Rare Earths released a fourth tranche of Phase 4 drill results on its Makuutu project, Ionic Rare Earth Clay project in Uganda. 75 holes represented in this release, and all 75 are indicating rare earth mineralization above cutoff grade for them. So very successful drilling represented here. Representative numbers like 16 meters at 1400 ppm rare earths from 5 meters depth, and 18 meters at 1200 ppm rare earths from 4 meters depth. They still have 176 holes in the lab that they'll get results back from in the next 2 months or so. And the resource target size is up to 27 million tons, but I think it might actually, with enough drilling, be bigger than that myself, because they do still have resource extension potential in at least two directions here. And it isn't quite clear either whether or not they actually have all of what might be a district size play in this area.
Yes, and building on that PEA, that sort of extension would certainly enhance the economics of that project, which very strong, with quite a manageable capex, I think of around $80 million, an NPV of a multiple of that. So these would significantly enhance that if they were able to expand the resource, as you say.
Also, we have a statement out from Shanghai Mining Club member and Mali gold miner Firefinch that they have begun the pre-stripping of waste cut back at the Marilla mine in Mali as part of the super pit extension that they will begin mining of ore in the second quarter. And it'll become the primary source of gold going into the mill from the second half of this year. So making good progress there.
Yeah, that's certainly an important milestone. And they'll also have the spin out of Leo Lithium coming up imminently.
That's right, the Goulamina project in joint venture with Ganfeng, yes.
Yeah, which should make the valuation more transparent between the two parts of the company. Mm-hmm. Okay, let's stick with VSA clients for the moment. Camel have made an appointment to their board, Dr. Mike Armitage.
Yes, that's right. Mm-hmm. He's was previously 6 years chairman of SRK Global, the global consulting firm, and he's also a non-exec director of AIM-quoted tertiary minerals as well. So well-experienced guy both on the geology project assessment side of things as well as board-level representation.
Yeah, exactly. Mike's got a great network, and I think that will really help with Camel's search for new projects and their business development strategy, both in terms of assessing projects and identifying new opportunities. And whilst we're talking about Camel, we probably ought to update on the situation in Kazakhstan, where the unrest looks to have escalated. I think you've got to be quite careful about the reports that you look at, because the internet has been turned off, and so getting reliable info is difficult, but it does seem to have escalated significantly, and the government has called for military support from Russia and elsewhere in the region.
Yes, essentially the authorities trying to gain the control of the streets in the major cities here, in particular, such that they can actually get on with some of the reforms and mitigation measures that the populace is given an uprising against here, particularly when it was precipitated by a attempt to raise the ceiling costs on subsidies for energy costs, which got people all riled up to begin with. But now we're seeing much more of a generalized unrest against the government in general, as opposed to anything specific like that, I think.
Yeah, and we're seeing quite a few stocks get hit hard. Camel probably the least of those, just off 4% today, whereas Ferroalloys is off 8%, and Kazatomprom I think was down about 9% yesterday.
Yes, that's right.
But so far, operations haven't been disrupted, but that's not to say that might happen in the future. Okay, what's next, Paul?
Just wanted to also mention Kefi Gold and Copper, who's the AIM-quoted gold mine developer in Ethiopia, and also with some VMS gold projects, gold-copper projects in Saudi Arabia. They gave a resource update on the Hawiah mineral resource, which is an oxidized VMS deposit from surface there in Saudi Arabia. It's now grown to 25 million tons at 0.9% copper, 0.85% zinc, and 0.62 grams gold. So that's a volume increase of 29%. Also moves quite a bit of the mineralization into the indicated category, which means it gets included in this upcoming PFS, which they will be releasing in 2022. The other thing is that by this upgrade, it also pulls more of it into an open pit mine model, which should reduce the OPEX cost once the PFS is released.
Good stuff. Okay, I think that's probably all we've got time for today. But thanks again for your thoughts, and we'll be back tomorrow morning.
Very good. See you then.
Thanks, Paul.